Hello everyone, Alchemicgree here. Welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. So, this should be it. This is the last video so far for the Onslaught expansion. We took care of Onderon. We took care of Meksha. Now we're going to be really pushing for that battle to take Corellia. Now, the thing I find interesting is that I'm taking Corellia again. If you follow the story on as an Imperial agent, or a member of the Empire, we already took Corellia. I mean, it was a side story, a planetary story, so I guess I could see the confusion.
Commander, everyone else is with the fleet en route, save the Empress, of course. She's back on Dromund Cass. I'll connect us.
Commander, I'm pleased to see you again. I am gratified that my Dark Council has worked alongside you so efficiently. Such productive cooperation is crucial to our Empire's future.
Your successes against the Republic reinforcements have all but guaranteed our victory on Corellia. But we must not become overconfident.
Walk me through your plan for the battle.
Given that the enemy is unaware of the details of our strategy, their fleets will assume a flexible defensive formation in geosynchronous orbit above the Meridian complex shipyard. Contrary to their expectations, I will take most of our ships to the far side of Corellia, forcing at least some of their vessels to break formation and engage us.
And how will you ensure that the enemy chases you?
Indiscriminate bombardment of the planet's surface. Cities, industrial centers, resource caches. We will be impossible to ignore.
Winning a war takes sacrifices. Better their people than ours.
Precisely.
With their formation broken, our technological advantages will allow us to punch through the remaining defenders and conduct a surface assault on the complex. The last of our dreadnoughts equipped with Isotope 5 reactors will escort the ground assault force through the enemy's blockade. Meanwhile, the silencers commanded by Moff Pyron will destroy any Republic capital ships that attempt to interfere.
Tell me more about these silencers.
Harrower dreadnoughts, modified to carry state-of-the-art mega-laser main cannons. They can destroy enemy capital ships in a single shot.
Once we reach the planet's surface, we will attack the Meridian complex from multiple directions, seize its control center, and disable the shields protecting it from orbital bombardment.
From there, our ships reduce the complex to slag, and the Republic's best hope for victory crumbles into dust.
An impressive and well-conceived plan. But what role will the Alliance and its incomparable commander play?
The silencers are vulnerable to starfighter attack. With the Alliance fleet to escort them, that risk is all but nullified.
As for the commander, I would welcome such a deadly ally in my surface attack group.
It will be an honor to fight with you, as always, Malgus.
Together, we will be unstoppable. Rendezvous at these coordinates. Our attack begins as soon as you arrive, Commander.
Let our enemies remember why they fear the power of the Sith Empire. Let the entire galaxy know our strength.
My boys have a ship fueled and ready for us. They're practically drooling. Most of them have never seen a battle this big. They'll be competing for the most kills. Care to join the pool? Winner takes any interesting gear or other goodies we managed to plunder on the way out.
Count me in. I can't lose.
That's the spirit. Everyone's gonna go twice as hard when they find out they're competing with you, shall we?
Commander, proceed to these coordinates to join our assault formation.
All ships are in position and report ready.
Let the battle begin.
Proceeding with bombardment. targeting all major population centers.
Silencer Group, move to your designated firing points. Surface Attack Group, advance.
Isotope 5 generators at maximum output. Engines at 322%, shields at 563%.
Energy levels like that, flying this close together, our little ships will never even show up on their scopes. We're all but invisible.
They're concentrating fire! Trying to pick us off one by one!
Ignore them. Maintain course and speed.
Shields! Failing!
We have breached the Republic's defensive line.
All ships, break formation. Scatter!
They can't shoot at us now. If they miss, they'll hit their own people on the surface.
Malgus and Krovos have outdone themselves.
Let's hope the rest goes so smooth.
Surface Attack Group, proceed to your landing coordinates. The final phase of the battle is about to begin.
Well, looks like the battle's coming underway. Not a big fan of firing at civilians, but it will get the job done, and hopefully I can take this killing... what? Okay, killing as quickly as possible.
More ground cannons than anticipated. All shuttles, proceed to secondary drop zones.
Squad, you're watching our backs. Republic's gonna send everyone they've got to reinforce this shipyard, so be ready to rack up some big kill counts. Contest starts now. A point for every kill. Officers are 5, vehicles and Jedi count for 10. And if you die, you're out. So don't get reckless out there. Understood?
We won't let you down, Major.
You never do. Hop to it. Ready, Commander?
You have an interesting way of motivating your troops.
Confidence will keep a squad alive better than any armor or weapon. Gotta win in your head before you can win for real. Let's start some trouble.
And the battle begins! Let's do this.
Enemy artillery incoming!
I have the utmost confidence I can pull this off. I mean, it's a solo story flashpoint. Just gotta bum rush my way through the blockade lines, the bombardments, kill everything in sight. I got Major Henry with me. Henry, whatever. Yeah, come on, man. I conquered Corellia already and brought it into the Empire. You really think this is gonna work? Granted, it has been at least 5 in-game years. Probably by this point, maybe more like 6 or 7. So, it's possible, very possible, that, you know, the Republic took Corellia back after, you know, the Eternal Empire took over. I'm not saying it's not possible. Highly likely they'd want to retake one of their founding planets. Oh yeah, I forgot turrets could do that. No. I guess the Major took care of everyone else. Good, good, good. Also, I don't remember if I mentioned it before in, like, the last couple videos when she was first introduced. The fact that a non-human, not only a non-human in the Sith Empire is joining the Sith Empire's military, that's one thing. Having them hold a major position, like a major, is, well, kind of impressive. Really showing how the Empire's developing. Malgus was right. You know, if he offered me a place in his empire and I had free reign, then I would have totally joined him in the trade vitiate. But, yeah. The Sith Empire needed to adapt, look at other cultures, and see what can make them stronger. Take in the strong and make us all stronger. But, you know, human supremacy and all that jazz, despite me being a Sith pureblood, which means I stand above that. Because no Sith pureblood nowadays is completely pure. Like, there is some remnant
nice cuttings
of human from the first Jedi outcasts. Alright, come on all together. I love when they do that. They crowd me and I knock them on their asses. Bunch of core section officers and Republic troopers, nothing too crazy. Nothing I haven't already killed several times over.
Approaching the main Republic defensive line. Be prepared for heavy resistance.
Yeah, best way to really clear the group when you're Sith Warrior. Just, yeah. Right, should be getting closer to the first boss, hopefully. Yeah, this is definitely a boss room. I struck him and killed the ads. Okay, good, because why did she not just spawn in? I was kind of afraid I'd have to go without my my healer. Never enter a boss room without a healer. Unless you are... And I can't even say if you're grossly overleveled. You can't be overleveled in this game. That was something I've commented on several times, and I'm going to do it again. Mostly because I need something to talk about, I suppose, while I'm doing this. But a lot of MMOs, they have concepts where you get overleveled very quickly. This game tries to combat this by actually making it so you're not overleveled. Your level reduces based on... Your level seems to reduce and increase based on your area. So if I go to an older planet, I'm going to be level 75 still, but I'm going to be level 75 drop down to whatever their max is. Shit, firebombs. Run away. Lead the boy from the boss. I just don't want to hit the damn thing. So I guarantee if it... Really? I just got rid of you! God damn it. Okay, but yeah, anyway... The thing about it is I'm not over-leveled where, yes, my numbers are relatively the same, but a lot of my other stats are reduced, I believe. I don't know the full parameters of it, but as far as I know, my level is dropped, so it does provide some degree of challenge. I'm not so overpowered that I just clear mobs with one hit. And that's something I like about this MMO. It does actually introduce some interesting concepts like that, which I think other MMOs should consider as at least something to give as an option. A lot of people complain on... One major complaint people seem to have with MMOs is the fact of, why aren't you working? Aren't you working? Why is Heroic Moment not working? No, whatever. Hopefully to die soon. Yeah, it's almost dead. One of the biggest complaints people have is the concept of being over-leveled. So you can't really enjoy the game because you're too high level. Me, myself, I don't care about over-leveling. I enjoy over-leveling, but I'm a very small minority in the total player base. So I like that Star Wars does at least have the option, and I wish more MMOs had it as an option. Don't make it mandatory, just in case. Just give it an option. Just click something in the settings, and then it disables that. Make it individual based on the players. And it can be possible. All you have to do is just make it more universally connected to the account, and it's dead. Nice. Oh, got a nice lightsaber and belt? Nice. Huh. Never used this. Weird. Yeah, that might be better. Well, let's see what the others are. That's useful. Mad Dash is good when you're immobilized. Oh, now it works. Ooh, it's got some nice shit. I'm gonna take it. It doesn't have the best, but just gonna take the parts out. It's gonna cost me a pretty penny, but I have more than enough credits.
Incoming!
Yeah, the belt's not much. Alright, time to head to the loading area. I think I'm gonna put Fury's power down here. I just gotta find something to replace. God, I wish they made these bars a little bigger, or had like a side bar. I didn't get it as a talent, so can't really just toss it. Oh well, so it looks like the Fury's power ability seems to increase my attack power, so, you know. It basically, I think, for, like, the next attack sequence in the numbers, so, like, I had only one, so for the next thing I hit, I do, like, my maximum amount of damage, which is actually really good as a good head starter. Get it into, like, I think it caps at 4. So just jumping into a boss with, like, my first 4 hits do absolute max damage or something. That's actually quite useful. do hope, thinking it over, I really do hope they add more, but they don't make it really stupid. Like, I was okay with how they did Knights of the Eternal Empire and Eternal Throne. I was okay with how they did, like, the episode system, but I think they really, and I mean really, need to have some form of advertising. Like, when you release an expansion, release the whole damn thing. Like, this really feels like it's a combination of things. I feel like players got way too impatient and demanded an expansion ASAP. Like, I really liked what I did so far, though at the same time it felt kind of stagnant. I mean, then again. Like, think like this. We had Rise of the Hutt touchdown. We went to the camp. We did several missions across the whole small planet. We had one planet as our target, and we did a lot on that planet. Rise of the Hutt cartel. Then in Shadow of Revan, we dealt with a couple flashpoints, which was nice to be able to, like, introduce a lot of things. Flashpoints, haven't seen that since Ilum. But then we went to Makeb. Went to Rishi. We did a lot of shit in Rishi. Flashpoints, etc. Then we went to Yavin 4.
If it is still operational, it will be the fastest way inside.
More boss. And Jedi Scrollian Jedi. And this time I'll start it before that. Get my power going. So this will be the absolute maximum damage.
Invaders! You defile our home!
But yeah. We went there. We went through Yavin 4, did a lot of missions, and even had the option to either just get a party and just essentially go after Revan, or do it as a solo, but requiring to do more quests. That was nice. Then we got Knights of the Eternal Empire, where they released a bunch of, they gave us a lot to work with, and then slowly released more episodes on like a month-by-month basis, which was cool. I think it was it was either month by month or week by week, or something like that. It was long enough where it gave anticipation. And then they did the same thing with Knights of the Eternal Throne, and then we also started getting back our old allies by one means or another. We by no means got everyone back. There were obviously going to be some we were not going to get back. And then even in Knights of the Eternal Throne, they introduced a different concept where your romantic interest to a point. If you did not get romantically involved or even meet these people, they're not coming back. Like, I got Jaisa back because I romanced her, or I was at least a Sith warrior. You could run across her if she was light side, I believe, but you couldn't come across her if she was dark side, which is what, like, 9 out of 10 people did. So my point being is with Onslaught, this is pretty much all they've done. This is all they've released. That this is it. After this, I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of Onslaught. Obviously, we're going to take Corellia, but what then? Like, there has to be something they're following through, and that was a lot of junk I got. Can't use that, but yeah, can't use that. Yeah, they're not good. I mean, the armor, it gives me a better armor value, I suppose. What do I look like? Ah, weird. Oh well, continuing on. So I really hope that at the very least they drop some major cliffhanger or some information about this, because I really would like to know. Like, where they plan on going with this. Gotta say, I'm really like how now this is going. It really kind of bullshit. It kind of feels nice. Plus, I really love when I fight in areas surrounded by high falls because, like, there's just so much fun you can have with it. Just as you guys saw earlier, I knocked a lot of people off their deaths. Can't do it right now, but it was fun. Also, this is Corellia. These are supposed to be green Jedi. Don't get lazy. Call them what they are. Alright, about to die. I know I could have just waited for her to fall off the cliff, but fuck it. I'll just kill her like that. Alright, all that's left now is to, kill a few more people and blow this shit right up.
There's one there.
Oh, Theron!
Hands up!
Don't shoot! I'm a pacifist.
Who are you?
I'm Theron Cedrax, obviously. Preeminent expert in exotechnology and senior design engineer for this facility.
Theron, huh? Don't you have a buddy named Theron?
Another Theron? He probably spells it the stupid way. Presumably, you're here to seize control of the facility? Or perhaps to sabotage the defensive systems?
As long as you cooperate, we won't hurt you.
A very reasonable position. I would love to make a grand speech about never giving up and choosing death over dishonor, but the truth is, the situation is out of my hands. All defensive systems, shields, anti-aircraft guns, and so on, have been transferred to the secondary control station near the top of the spire. All of this equipment is useless now. So there's really nothing to be accomplished here, and nothing I can help you with.
Commander.
Apparently, the shield controls have been transferred to another control center higher up in the spire.
Is that so?
None of the computers will respond, my lord. And I'm seeing some lightsaber burns over here.
That was the Jedi, Tau Adair. She's commanding the last of the facility's guards. She severed the connection as soon as control was transferred, then headed upstairs.
Then we have our target. Commander, on Ossus, we united our strength to crush the Jedi who tried to oppose the Empire. It's time we repeated that triumph. Join me, and together we will win a victory for the Empire that will change the course of the galaxy forever.
I've met this Jedi before, on Mek-Shar. I'm going to enjoy taking her down.
Good. Major, hold this position, no matter the cost.
Yes, my lord. And what about him?
The scientist who built this facility could be very useful. We should keep him alive.
Whatever you say.
I should have stayed on Nar Shaddaa.
We'll keep you covered. Good luck up there.
I was wondering what happened to him, and yes, I wanted to I was going to spare him anyway. He's a good guy. He could be a good ally. Or at least a good hostage. Either or, right?
Hold it! Oh no.
Steady. Fear is a deadly weapon, but only if you let them have it.
I was hoping we'd run into each other again, Jedi.
We've got your back, Tau.
Fools. Not one of you could hope to defeat us.
You're not fighting one of us. You're fighting all of us.
Then you will all die.
So, this was your plan, Jedi? You, a couple Jedi, some soldiers. You really think this is gonna stop us? I mean, for fuck's sake, I'm the leader of the Eternal Alliance and held the essence of Valkorion. And you have Malgus, who is essentially one of the most powerful Sith of his era. So, your plan, hell, I didn't even finish my sentence fully, and we just killed your ads. So I guess we'll just have to kill you.
When we stand together.
Yeah, I'll let Malgus handle a lot of that crap. Malgus is hard to kill.
Back as one. We can win.
And there we go. You lose, Jedi.
You are beaten. Your shipyard will be obliterated. Your republic will crumble. And your fellow Jedi will be hunted to extinction. Your destruction is inevitable.
As inevitable as gravity!
Structural damage detected. Evacuation protocols recommended.
I'm disabling the shields now.
Warning. Defensive shields have been disabled. Warning.
Raven to command. The shields are down. We're evacuating now.
All ships, target the Meridian complex. Fire! All forces regroup and evacuate to RV Point Orek.
Commander, allow me to congratulate you on a job well done. Your victory on Corellia is an incomparable testament to your value as an ally of the Empire. Rumors suggest great things are soon to come for you. Do enjoy, and your rewards are well earned.
Thank you, NRO2. I'm glad to have helped.
Farewell, Commander.
It was skillfully done, to be sure. You truly embody the finest aspects of the Sith doctrine.
Coordination and focus gave us this victory. When we fight as one united empire, we cannot fail.
Do not forget, our unity extended beyond even our own empire. Commander, you are a welcome sight. Do join us.
With their shipyard destroyed, the Republic has already retreated from countless worlds.
We've been watching in real time. Terribly entertaining.
I will develop plans to extend our lines and claim the most valuable of these territories in a matter of weeks.
A shame that Malgus couldn't enjoy the fruits of his efforts.
His recovery will take some time, but rest assured he will return to the fold soon enough.
Wonderful.
Victory over our ancient enemies grows closer by the minute.
What is your plan moving forward?
We should speak in private, Commander. The rest of you are dismissed. Despite our victory, I find that the Dark Council is best used for administrative purposes, and not to conducting critical wartime activities. The Empire needs an organization capable of rapid, decisive action, operating outside the Dark Council's purview. A group answering directly to me. My predecessor had such a group, the Hand, though, as you know, its members were insane fanatics. I will construct my own Hand, formed of the Empire's best and most loyal frontline personnel. My first choice would be to recruit the Hand's initial ranks from your alliance, to have Odessen officially join the Empire and your members become full citizens. In fact, I would have you take up the mantle of Empire's Wrath and lead this organization in destroying all who challenge us. Of course, you may forego all of this and maintain your alliance's independence if you choose. I would still have you working directly with my Hand, rather than the Dark Council. The choice is yours. Will you return to the Empire, or remain the Alliance commander?
I've worked hard to build my alliance. I want to keep it as it is.
So be it, Commander. I had hoped that Malgus might act as our liaison going forward, but in his absence, I will find another suitable candidate. We will contact you very soon, Commander. For now, farewell.
I don't care. The body count is too high.
This is war. Deaths are inevitable.
I don't believe that. Krovos made a choice. And that's the team we're on now.
Theron?
I know you didn't pull the trigger on all those civilians, but you're supporting the people who did. I want to trust you, but it doesn't seem like we can trust them.
A spy really should be more flexible. I confess, being fully funded by the Empire might have made our daily operations easier, but I have no qualms with our current arrangement. I'm told there's quite a raucous party up in the officers' lounge. Would you care to be the star guest?
Sounds like fun. Let's go.
It's just this way. Hey, thanks again for finding me that bottle. Of course. If you need anyone to share it, count on it. Mind if I borrow him a minute? I'll find you later. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Ossus wasn't even that long ago. We've already made it through so much. That's war, I suppose. Still, most grunts aren't lucky enough to work with the deadliest fighter in the entire galaxy. Which reminds me, congratulations, contest winner. Your prize is in the mail.
I'd like to dedicate my killing achievements to the many, many people who've tried to get in my way over the years.
Never miss an opportunity for practice. I actually came to talk about something else. Back on Corellia, I didn't actually make it out with the rest of the shuttles. Got caught under some falling debris and all the chaos. I wouldn't have made it out at all if they hadn't lent me a hand.
Who?
Your predecessor.
You're the one who tried to kill me on Mek-Shar.
Don't take it personally.
It was a test. Nothing more.
A test you actually passed.
What are you talking about?
I am Lord Scourge, once a loyal servant of the Empire.
Kira Carson, Jedi Knight. Not thrilled to be here.
All three of us have fought the same enemy. The former Sith Emperor, Tenebrae, Vitiate, Valkorian, whatever you wish to call him. We know he was once a part of you. And we both felt his destruction, but he has always been a master of deceit. We had to be sure that he wasn't lingering in your mind, hidden, waiting to come out only in the most dire circumstances. Now, we are sure.
I don't see Jedi and Sith cooperating very often outside of my alliance. How did you end up working together?
That is a very long story.
We can't risk saying more here. Let's travel to your base on Odessen. It should be safe for us to talk there.
About what?
The final, gruesome weapon of Tenebrae.
What a mess.
I have removed all compromised components. Where shall we begin repairs?
Checking the failsafe is always first. Empress Asina had us double the explosive charges after the Osis mission. It was a real pain to hook up.
Yes, I examined the device after removing it. Highly complex.
You removed it? What are you thinking?
It was rendered inoperable due to damage. Replacement is required. Interestingly, it was the only damage not caused by crushing impacts. The exterior perimeter was actually cut by a high-heat implement.
Oh no.
Give me the droid. And a ship.
Okay, well then, that was, quite interesting. I will admit I did not see any of that coming, actually. Let's just skip this ending credit crap. And, oh, cool, I got some interesting rewards. Oh, cosmetic crap. They're worth nothing to me. Alright, so let's talk to... It's good to see Kira and Scourge, and it was interesting to, yeah, that was cool. That actually was cool to see them again. I was wondering what happened to them. But, let's see what they got to say. Because they've got something really serious to tell me, and I really hope this is like a good, like what I was mentioning earlier about a really good cliffhanger to try to get us more hooked into hoping for new content as it comes out. Because ideally, well, they also have a limited time frame to work with here. So, the events of maybe, like, the main story game, is like, what, a year maybe or something. So in the span of it all, it has been maybe, the entire game's process has been maybe 7-10 years maybe, not sure. And yeah, there's a lot to consider, but then there's a limit. People will eventually age and die. Oh well, let's see what Kira and Scourge have. Again, it's good to see him again.
We're here. Now tell me what this is all about.
As I told you on Viking's space dock, Tenebrae's last gruesome weapon. He sought immortality, but only his endless spite survives now. Like you, I was once his wrath. And like you, I learned of his true nature and plotted his downfall. For centuries. Ultimately, I saw what had to be done, and betrayed my empire in order to destroy its creator. That is how I came to fight alongside Kira.
We fought the Emperor's servants constantly for years. We even thought we'd beaten him alongside my master. Then Yavin 4 happened. And Valkorion.
I received guidance from an old ally. Instead of seeking out our enemy in his current shell, you, as it turns out, we sought a different target. Tenebrae hid his original body where no one could harm it. As long as that body remained in stasis, the galaxy's greatest evil could never truly be killed.
Unless we destroyed Tenebrae, the fight against Valkorion would never really be over.
Since Valkorion is gone, I assume you succeeded.
We did. As we later learned, we destroyed his first body just as you purged the last vestige of his twisted spirit from your mind. That is when his final weapon was unleashed. A Sith ritual, carved into his very flesh, unleashed an ancient plague from every molecule of his decaying corpse.
We were both knocked out cold, comatose for more than a year. Satil Shan was the one who finally pulled us out of that nightmare, and started a new one.
Like you, Kira and I have both been vessels for a portion of Tenebrae's power. It acted as a sort of vaccine. But Satil had no such protection, nor did any of her followers. Within days, they were all laid low, trapped in a nightmarish slumber. In helping us, they are knowingly doomed themselves.
This ritual, what can you tell me about it?
Nothing. We lost consciousness even as we felt it taking shape. The infection is worsening. There is a darkness growing among the afflicted.
We can feel their minds connecting, communicating. We're afraid they might be merging somehow.
Merging into what? Another Valkorion? Is this plague bringing him back somehow?
It's too early to make that conclusion. Whatever it is immensely dangerous. We must stop it.
How?
We loaded Satil and all of her followers onto a transport to keep them quarantined, along with a few medroids to tend to them. The transport is programmed to fly a random course through unsettled sectors of the Outer Rim, all weeks away from civilization. I can send a signal to alter the course, bring it to another empty system that's closer so that we can meet it in a shuttle.
We board the ship and connect our minds with yours through the Force. Together, we will face this entity and purge it from existence. And if we cannot purge it, then we destroy the transport and hope we've ended the old monster's schemes forever.
Send the signal. If what you say is true, this thing could be getting stronger by the minute.
I'll send the signal right away. It's gonna take a while for the transport to come back into range.
Then we should stay here until it does. If you require any assistance in the meantime, don't hesitate to ask.
Not so fast. I'm not fighting the Republic or the Jedi, so if that's what you want, definitely hesitate to ask.
Ignore her. If necessary, I can slay enough of your enemies for both of us.
Ugh.
She grows on you. Eventually.
Well, that certainly is a cliffhanger, and that is interesting. And it even answered my question a little. So let's say the events of the first acts of your class story is about maybe a year. Now, 5 years later, after the events of all that with the Eternal Throne, now it has been at least more than a year since you killed Valkorion. So that is definitely something to look into. And it's nice to have Scourge and Kira in my party. And I can't wait to see what happens. Plus, it even explains what Satil Shan was up to. So, definitely a lot to look into. And while I am kind of annoyed that it's still bringing up the Sith Emperor, it still feels like something he would do. So, after that, they can't have any more excuses. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Share, subscribe, let me know what you think. Leave comments below. I'll be with you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.